Hi Aquarius, this is Astrologykiki and we're going to go over your weekly forecast for January 15th through 21st. It's not quite as eventful as the previous week, which might be a good thing. And I just wanted to say, I don't know if you might be going through your sun horoscopes, but hopefully you are also reviewing your ascendant or maybe even your moon horoscopes. And we, at my website at askiki.com, we also have horoscopes that are tailored just to you. So if you don't want to, kind of put together pieces of what you and 12 million other people in the world share, or however many millions of other people have the same sun sign, you can go and we'll pull a horoscope that's based on your time, date, and location of birth, your personal chart, and send that to you. So that's at askiki.com. But this week, as for much of the month, there's a strong focus on your 2nd and 12th houses. Your 2nd house is the house of earned income, possessions, budgeting, and your 12th house is the house of, it's fairly broad, it's your subconscious, it's spirituality, it's large institutions like government or hospitals. And so I'm not sure how this would fit in for you personally. Again, that might be something that your birth chart would better tell a story, but there's tends to be a focus with these two. Now, with the 12th house, sometimes it deals with confidential matters. So if you're looking at maybe the 2nd and 12th house focuses, there might be something that you're kind of keeping under wraps. You're not really sharing with other people with regards to finances. On the 19th, Mars will be in your 2nd house square, which is a challenging aspect to Saturn in your 11th house. And Mars is the planet, it's a war, but so it can be aggressive, but it's also the planet of action and productivity. And in your 2nd house of budgeting, earned income, possessions, and it's in challenging aspect to Saturn. And Saturn is a taskmaster. When it deals with finances, it usually tends to mean you should tighten up your belt. Not a good time to be spending willy-nilly. Or it could mean in this case, especially with Mars, that you might have a large expense on that day, something that you have to pay out, and therefore just kind of a challenging aspect to your earned income and finances. And but again, Saturn does like you to be restrictive and cautious. So if it's up to you, if you have a choice whether you decide to splurge on something or not, with Saturn there on the 19th, I would probably stay away from any huge unnecessary expense. But Saturn will be in your 11th, and your 11th house is the house of networking and organizations and charitable work, and it's also your house of financial gains. So maybe there is some big expense that happens on that day. On the 20th, Venus will be positively aspecting Pluto, and that will be affecting your 2nd and your 12th houses. So again, that strong focus on earned income, finances, budgeting, and maybe keeping something under wraps in your 12th house of confidentiality, and or it could be with an institution or your spiritual, even an astrological sense. People that have strong planets in their 12th house tend to be into astrology. I have lots of planets in my 12th house, and it's always been a focus for me. but the 12th house is very broad, so it can affect you in many ways. But between that strong focus of your finances, maybe keeping something under wraps a little bit. Next week, tune in. There will be a new moon in Aquarius, so it'll be in your own sign. So I'll follow up with you then. Thanks.